Ice team comp is, they're really solid. They do a lot on the team comp side. They build a lot of cool stuff, like
Yeah.
compositionally. And
So
MOMvsMAB has been trying to find their identity. And to me, this iteration of the roster and what they're running right now, it tells me they just want to scale. So
yeah, I agree. There's decent scaling on both sides of the match tonight. Obviously Scion has relatively unlimited scaling with his W, and then Jinx just scales well in general. And then on the side of mediocre, we have Kaisa, great scaler, Anivia, a really decent scaler as well. And then we just have general tanks with Leona and Shen. Uh, so both teams have the late game scaling team comp availability, but I think with the pick potential that Scion, Vigar, and Zyra present, the vision control for mediocre best has to be relatively decent to avoid those picks.
yeah, I really want to see good. I really want to see Lee Sin have a presence in the early game for mediocre at best. That's what they really need. They need Lee Sin to get one of these lanes going. Ideally, your bottom lane, and they need to basically not have issues in their solo lanes. So maybe Echo goes and kills Shen or kills Anivia and does a lot of work here. But if Lee Sin can get moving and get stuff done, it'll be a it'll be a not an easy match. I don't think it'll just be playing to their strengths, right? The scaling is
Uh,
really strong. Shen can cross map really easily. He's kind of like GP in that sense, where he's gonna have a
mm-hmm.
split push presence and he's gonna be cross mapping with his ultimate. It's a little bit different, but similar.
I agree. I think the Lee Sin, given that Lee Sin is a early game jungle, definitely that needs to have
I
that
hope
presence
Lee Sin
early
gets
game.
his summoner spells correct. I hope that's a bug.
Ooh, that would be mighty unfortunate.
I don't have a way to message him.
Well, as I was saying, I hope that Lee Sin, given that he's an early game jungle, has that impact. Either gets bot lane or mid lane in that winning situation to advance that scaling. Um,
I DM'd him
and
in Discord. I hope he takes Smite. I
I
would hate.
hope he does too. If not, it's going to be very.
Well, we'll just remake. We'll have to remake.
Yeah. So as it still stands, it looks like he's taking.
Oh, Smite just
Oh,
kicked in.
it changed.
Spectator
Okay.
bug. Yay.
Fun times.
Yeah, I thought
Uh,
so. But you gotta make sure, do the right thing.
absolutely. So
So
I
we
think.
we were kind of talking just before you got in. Support meta is super interesting. I think Nautilus, Leona, Rakan, Thresh are pretty much your big four, and I really like the Kai'Sa Leona combo. I think it's a really really nice setup, and it gives Kai'Sa the right level of target access, especially later on in the game. When you get an ult on someone, Kai'Sa can fly in. You get a lot of chain CC, and Kai'Sa can fully proc her passive in the time that they're CC'd. I really, really like the combo. I can't overstate how much I like that combo. The other side,
Absolutely.
I don't think Zyra's bad, but I think Zyra's really vulnerable. Sume has to play super well to make Zyra work because, like we just talked about, if Leona jumps, it'll be really, really dangerous really fast.
Yeah, and to just give you, not only you but the viewers, a insight into what our pick decision was, is that Zyra, as a champion, produces a lot of damage, but she doesn't have the total lockdown that Leona does. So we figured that if Zyra were to miss her Q, I believe is the ability,
Hmm
or her root, whichever
Her
one
her
it
root is
is,
for E.
or her E. If she were to miss that, that kind of renders the champion useless unless she's level 6,
Yep.
which is part of the reason why Leona is a great semi-counter to that, because not only does she have her E, her Q, but she has her ult as well to not only guarantee a lockdown, but provide that assassin-like damage that Kaisa likes to put out with her passive and whatnot.
So fun fact, going into this game, I have previously coached both Crockpot and Islamic Samurai, and actually, I coached Rang in a small capacity as well. So I know a lot of these players.
So who does your edge go to then?
That's tough to
Player-wise,
say.
not
I think. Oh, I just individual champions from the players that I know. Islamic
yeah.
Samurai is secretly a ninja on Echo. He's really, really good. And Vrang is really good at this control style mage. You know, there's a reason his Victor was banned out. I've seen him play GP top really well. That kind of zone control style champion that scales up. The Vigar will be a perfect champion for him to play. So, you know, it's not a skill disparity. It's that they have a good alignment with the type of playstyle that they have. They're playing comfortable picks for them. Crockpot's very solid player, very good on the Leona, but it's kind of a 2-to-1 scenario when I'm doing that kind of analysis. Compositionally, though, I think Crockpot's team is in a much better situation and in a much better situation for Crockpot himself to have a good game.
Hmm,
You know, all it takes is one wall from Anivia, and now Crockpot gets a full combo on Leona. So it's
absolutely,
it's a
absolutely.
little it's kind of my answer. The real answer is it depends. So really quick, we're loading in fast. We got skin to win. I gotta go with
Uh,
a Project Leona. I think that skin's really cool. I like the glowing shield and sword.
Absolutely. I like the Project Leona, and then um, we got the two fire skins, Zyra and Shen. I like the Shen just because of the animations that Shen has with his Q when he recalls. I just think it's really cool.
I haven't seen
Um,
Infernal Shen yet in the game. I like the splash though. It looks really cool.
yeah. One quick thing I want to point out: there is Klepto on Shen.
Oh, that's
Not sure if
super
that's
interesting.
a bug or not, but I think if it is true, it's a decent idea into the
You
Scion because you
think?
get I like it. I've done it myself, actually, not as Shen, but as another melee champion. I think it was Garen I played it as. But you get relatively unlimited procs with the Klepto because Scion will obviously be up in face auto attacking against you. So if that is true and that is not a remake or spectator bug, whatever the case may be, I like the aggressive style that Shen will be trying to play into a scaling Scion.
Hmm. Yeah, I want to see it. It'll be super interesting. I would have thought Grasp because it basically does the same thing, right? Gives you free money. But for Shen, it gives you free money in the form of health, which is so valuable for a tank. I
That's
don't
true.
hate it, but when you're not poking at range, I feel like it hurts your trading. They're going to both be hitting each other, and Sion's going to be effectively healing with the health that he gains.
And as we are in the game here, it looks like we actually might have an invade by not mediocre, sorry, Monster Mash
Monster
as they
Mash.
put in.
Maybe they predicted an invade and just wanted to cheat, like prepare. Because if you
That's true.
see the same type of invade a lot from a team, you just camp that bush, wait for them to face check. I think the 5 point is solid, and I like that they covered their bases by getting awards. So if they get invaded on the other side of the map here, which they're seeing right now, you should see pings go
Yeah.
down. Yep. You get now you
And we
know
see.
that hey, they looked in, they did something. So
Yeah, and it
I
looks
think
like on the
Lee's gonna
side
go
of.
to the top side, which I love. I really like this. Um, Starting your red is so valuable. It gets you a lot done, and he started W, so he's gonna have a really safe, quick clear. He's gonna be high health.
Absolutely. And with that ward that Mediocre dropped around the Raptor camp, they were able to see the Scion and Vigar walk to lane. So they were able to spot out that they were looking for that either invade or invade there. So that was a good ward by them on
And
that
so Lee
top
Sin's
target.
going for the fast level 3, where it looks like Islamic is going for potentially the bot gank path. So this is a new path where you go red Raptors and then down to your golems. so that you can get a free gank onto the bot lane when you're level 3 and they're level 2. But he's being seen right now. It's either going to trigger Lee to go and invade on the blue buff, and yeah, especially if they see him pathing down. If Lee Sin is paying attention, he has a free blue buff. And yeah, red side is pinging out, hey, you could get ganked, and hey, he's on this. So I think Lee Sin's going to take his Raptors and then look for blue buff for sure. And it's kind of the downside of that path. Top side also needs to be really careful. Panther the Great needs to be really careful of Lee Sin, you know, having some presence here.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't push. I wouldn't push if I'm blue side here. You know your Echo is down here. You want this to be gankable. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, given that Panzoria was previously on our team, granted he wasn't top lane, but as a player he does have general good map awareness. So I think to your point of him being careful, he definitely. Oh, we have a ganker in the bot lane.
Yeah, and see how the lane position kind of gave this away. Oh, they're gonna vertical jungle. This is really good. This is really nice by Islamic Samurai. He's giving up his blue, but he knows this is happening. He has a good sense of like, hey, this is what he wants to do. He wanted to get the lane on bot. He knows that he has pressure down here, and these guys can't step up and be aggressive. And now he gets the blue. So it's really just a vertical jungle at this point. Good adaptation.
Yeah, and we got a quick glimpse up top of what the Klepto really helps with is when Sion is charging up his Q like he is right now. If Shen had the room to taunt him into that, not only does it cancel Sion's Q, but it gives him it gives him the standard 2 Klepto procs, but then once he activates his Q inside of that taunt, it gives him another 2, which is why I like the Klepto option here for the Shen.
So this was really nice from Lee killing the whole top side of the jungle where Rang or Islamic Samurai only went for the one. So, oh, this is time for Vigar to be aggressive. Flash, nice combo, dude.
It looks like Anivia might go down here.
Nope, just the egg.
Her egg is not popped. Lee Sin going in here with the lane in the Q with the ward hop, and one more auto does get the kill. And
yeah, really nice play from Lee. Nice counter gank. Oh, double, double. Nope, he's dead.
Oh,
little greed. That was good that they gave it back. That you got to be feeling good if you're Islamic Samurai and that happens. You get the kill back. So.
Absolutely.
But yeah, really, that was a 2-for-1 if you think about it. But the egg saved a lot here. Crockpot going in. Oh, nice stun.
Kaisa does get stunned up though, but
she procs her passive, ignites down. One more stun. Yep.
Leona flash.
Oh.
Ooh, the W gets blocked. But it looks like they're gonna turn on the Zyra here.
Yeah, so Zyra's in a really bad position.
The Kaisa flash heal. Q.
One more auto. Oh, they kill each other. Wow, what a crazy fight bot lane.
Holy cow.
8 summoners going down there. No, Zyra didn't get a chance to ignite. And then, oh, red. Oh, he sees.
It looks like Lee Sin's coming around.
No, go low.
Repeat gank.
Oh, you gotta save those abilities. Oh,
ooh.
Croc can just kill him, I think. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good shield there by Lee Sin to keep the Leona alive during the plants right there.
Yeah, really nice. I don't know why Zyra was so far forward. It was a little suspect, but yeah, really. Yeah, so that's what you're talking about. He's gonna dash forward, even if he doesn't land the taunt. You know, he's got a money bag right now. He's winning in CS. Yeah, it's not bad. Not a terrible rune by any means. I'll be interested to see. Let's look at the gold so far. Yeah, he's got a 400 gold lead with just a small amount of CS difference. So, excuse the alt tab real quick. You guys can't see the game. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm dumb. Can we see it now? Any luck? Holy heck. These are the production issues that we work through. My apologies to everybody. I have no way of communicating with anyone, so my bad.
While you're doing that, it looks
like we're all fixed. Minor technical.
Oh, okay.
No one could see the first like 6 minutes of the game, so rip.
That's a feels bad man moment right there.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it looks like Lee Sin's going to try to sneak an early Drake here, given that his bot lane is pushing up. We do see, though, the Echo is roaming down towards his bot side jungle, so this might get spotted out if it takes too long. Other than that, just a lot of farming, nothing else really happening.
Nice free Drake from Lee Sin. He's going to use that lead.
It looks like Echo's just now getting his ult.
Yeah, I think Echo being 6 is really good. He should look for a bottom gank here if he can. They don't know where Nivea is, but they're gonna figure it out pretty quick.
And there were some early pings coming up from the red side regarding the Echo.
They saw
area,
him at the red buff, so if you notice there's a deep blue ward, they saw him walking out even then. So the vision control is really good here for mediocre at best.
And it looks like here we got the TP right up top.
When he almost gets the plate. And yeah, so Shen has a ton of sustain. He still has his 3 biscuits. He has a pot. He's got still a 400 gold lead sitting on his Tiamat. He's in good shape.
Yeah, as we look across the board, it looks like there are slight gold leads for mediocre at best, even though the total game lead is about roughly 1,000, maybe 1,000 to 300.
5 gold, 5 gold.
We got Lee Sin here.
Nice kick.
Kicking him back.
Sion ult.
Sion flash ult. Oh, does get interrupted though, and the kill goes over to I have no equal. But looks like here he might get a return kill.
Nope, not quite.
Never mind.
In the beginning, the Shen shield, the auto attack shield, did a huge amount of work. Yeah, really nice kick from Lee Sin.
Absolutely, making sure that he gets pushed back into his teammate there. So that was well played by the top side.
Big fight coming out.
Absolutely. Lee Sin trying to invade, does get stunned up there by the Echo. Looks like he might be. Oh no, the ult from Shen.
Yeah, the Shen ult comes in, and there's a nice. And that's what we're talking about with the Anivia wall. That's so huge.
In the mix of all that, Anivia did manage to pick up Echo's blue, so he does get relatively unlimited sustain now.
Yeah, tier plus blue buff is pretty.
And there's the Shen taunt.
Yeah, and I guess if he gets to trade for free, Klepto works out. I wouldn't think he'd get that much free trading, but
I think in that exchange he got 6 or 7 Klepto procs
and a free skill point.
Yeah.
He's got an elixir of skill off of that, so he's actually level 9 if you think about it.
Oh, it looks like a gank coming in from the Echo here. Does get the stun onto Anivia. Vigar Cage coming down. Anivia does have to flash out. And looks like that's going to be all she wrote for that game.
Yeah, really nice nice gank there. Good that you get the flash. The problem is you have to repeat gank the Anivia now because you have to get the flash, then you have to kill her and get the egg, and then you have to kill her a 3rd time, so...
That's like 3 champions in 1 almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Or 2 for 1 really, because everyone has flash, but...
Right.
It's not a good time if you have to be the jungler. I've been the jungler in that situation a million times, so...
It's really interesting that, now that I kind of think about it from a viewer's perspective, Anivia has a built-in barrier, actually, with her egg. As a ADC player, it never really dawned on me about that before, but that's kind of interesting to see from a viewer's perspective.
Yeah, the oh, nice engage here from Crocbot. Full combo. And yeah, this is the crazy thing is the amount of burst that Kai'Sa can put out during the CC combo. She didn't even, and no flash from Vrang, so he's super dead here.
Yeah, it looks like the ult does bring.
Oh, barrier? Nope, he's not super dead. Wow, really nice play from Vrang to get out.
Echo is down here for this bot side.
And Shen
Oh, we
is
got
trading
fights
really
going on.
well. Yeah, huge scrap across map everywhere. This
Yeah.
is good though, because it keeps Shen from TPing in. So if you're Panzer the Great, you're like, my whole mission in life is just to keep Shen from flying in and getting free money.
And it looks like Shen's ult is going to be coming up here relatively soon, so that would be another global that Shen has available to him. So even though he might not be able to teleport, he will have his ult available. But in the meantime, looks like bot side is just going to be resetting as Lee Sin clears some vision. And blue side, with the reset coming in, might look to get a sneaky Drake in here.
Maybe. I think they were just worried about Lee Sin doing it again. He is full health, and I think he's going to have a nice buy here. Yeah, Tiamat, stopwatch, and full jungle item. It's probably one of the stronger, and 2 pink wards. That's about as strong you can get as you can get in Lee Sin's inventory. It's pretty disgusting, honestly.
And we got another fight here in the mid lane as
Yeah, Vrang is doing what he can, but it's just the point of power at this point in the game. He still hasn't hit his first item, and Anivia is starting to scale up on that Roa. It can get really ugly from a damage perspective. Exactly, yeah. Just
and there goes the kill from the Anivia actually.
it's so hard when you don't have flash. Anivia can position so aggressively. If you're good with Anivia and you get the wall, it's just super dangerous. This could be a hard engage here from Crockpot. Nope. They're gonna wait. I think they just want the free Drake because they have the free mid prio. Oh, and Sion was coming down for a lane gank, but it's just not the right time.
From spectator perspective, is there just a way to see how many stacks Vygar has on?
You can click on Vygar's portrait and it will tell you on him. So he has 74 right now, which is not horrible. Probably not as many as he wants.
Absolutely.
74 AP is big fight in the bot lane.
Yeah, we got a Sion ult coming down. Looks like Kaisa might go down here. No, he gets the kill onto Jinx, but he does go down by the Sion, as well as the Zyra goes down to the Shen. Looks like they might try to continue onto the Sion as Leona does flash.
Big burst combo from Lee there too.
And Sion
Cross
does
map ace.
And I guess there was a big
mediocre
fight mid
best.
lane as well.
Yeah, they dived mid. They killed Vrang previously, or in the beginning of the fight, and I think Echo had no opportunity to ult because he was CC'd to death. So super. And yeah, now Echo's going Merc treads because there's so much CC to deal with. Excuse me.
I think the Merc Treads purchase in general is really decent because you have obviously Nivea who's providing a ton of AoE
and Shen and Leona, yeah.
Exactly. And Shen does get the turret down in the bot lane. So it's a 2 turrets to 0 with a 9.5 roughly gold lead for mediocre at best with 2 Drakes.
Yeah, we're close to 10,000 gold at 15 minutes. This is a pretty one-sided affair. I think laning wise, it's gone in everybody's favor. For mediocre at best. Oh wow, this is. Yeah, Sion's still tanky. That Panzer the Great's still in the game, so it's not over yet. But I think they need to have a coordinated team fight. I think they need to make something happen on the map, basically.
Absolutely. The Monster Mash team definitely has a good team fight if they can get Sion ult, Vagar Cage, Zyra ult.
Yeah, that was a good trade from Vrang. They need to do more of that, basically. But I think with the map control, Killjoy is in a super dominant position. Cyrus Bean is in a super dominant position. Fire in the Foxes. Yeah, and they're just content to poke you off of the objective. Even if they don't get a full catch, a partial catch is good enough. Because it means they get the objective for free.
Absolutely. And we see his Sion here pushed up relatively far, so wouldn't be surprised if there they go up to the top side.
Yeah, I wonder if they lead with Leo ult here. Yep. Oh, really nice job from Panzer to get out, but this is going to be a Herald, and what I want people to realize here is this is what we should have seen last game around the Herald. Use it right away. The recall is really nice, but what's nicer is getting a tower. So if you have the option to just get it done, I say use it right away. And they're gonna probably chip down 1.5, maybe 2 towers here.
Yeah, we got Scion waiting in the bush there, so it might be for a little bit, but they didn't. They
Well, it's
haven't. Sent
3v1
anyone
right now.
there.
This is diveable.
Very much so. Looks like though they're just comfortable chipping away at this turret before they try anything.
Oop, that's really big from Brand. Oh, Merc Tread saves him. He gets out. Ooh, the
Meanwhile,
Whippy's
on
in
the
a really
bot
bad
side, we have
spot.
Shen
Yeah, this is.
Solo killing Jinx at this point.
Yeah,
And
it's
it looks
just
like
item
she-
disparity. Jinx hasn't finished her item yet. Where 2-item Shen is gonna win that every time.
Ooh, the Q does land onto Vigar. Lee Sin takes in.
Really nice flash kick.
And yeah, it looks like the Lee Sin pick is really coming in clutch here because, as you mentioned at the top of the game, he's making his presence shown on the map with his 7 out of 14 kill participation and relatively big CS lead on the Echo.
Yeah, he's just been very impactful, and he's utilizing his kit really well. His build is really smart. He has a lot of efficiency baked into his build. He's gonna go Black Cleaver, but he went for the yep. Yeah, so he went for the Kindle Gem. So yeah, he's just very strong at this point. Now he's gonna go GA, but he's gonna take the slow build instead of sitting on a BF sword. Because BF sword ultimately doesn't do very much for Lee Sin. As cool as it is to build on him, it just doesn't do very much. The armor is way more useful.
And as we see, while we have this lull in the action for the moment, there are quite large amounts of bounties on the side of mediocre at best that if MOMvsMAB could cash in on, especially onto their Jinx, they could bring her back into the game, so to speak. So I think the big potential that we mentioned earlier is probably there, or at least one of the ways back into gear. But as we see, Echo uses his ult, but still does get taken down by Fire of the Fox.
Yeah, the challenge right now is that they're the ones getting picked. I think they need to be playing around Vrang's cage. They need to be playing around.
Oh, looks like Lee Sin might have gotten caught out here as the ult.
Really nice stopwatch, but he's
use
still
it.
gonna go down. Oh,
Oh,
he's
the
gonna
slide
live.
on
They didn't do
Raptor.
enough to. They didn't do enough to secure the kill. That's super unfortunate.
That was probably the best timing on the the hourglass there. Sorry.
Yeah, fantastic
that-
timing on the hourglass.
But it looks like here, as they continue pushing on, Scion is taking the top tower, which is a little bit of a consolation prize.
Yeah, I like that they're going for this. I know in a lot of times in solo queue, if you're stuck doing this, people will flame you. But it's good to trade and get something back because you're going to lose these towers anyway. You might as well put money in your teammate's pocket in the short run.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I said, it's a little consolation prize for unfortunately losing 2 turrets. And the global gold on Jinx would not
Scion's
be...
coming in.
Scion ult. It looks like Lee Sin is caught out here again. But
Yeah,
this
no
time,
stopwatch
he does
this
go
time.
down.
But Fire in the Fox still kills Vrang, so kind of even here. More resources spent to get 1 kill. It's
With that said, though, they did manage to cash in on a 450 gold bounty onto
Who
Jinx
got the
with that Lee Sin
shutdown?
kill.
Who got the
Jinx
shutdown?
did.
Jinx, that's really good. They need
Yeah,
this
that's
Jinx to
huge.
come online.
And she is currently sitting on 1700 gold, and with that she was able to buy a Zeal and a dagger, so not real damage coming through, but the added attack speed is definitely...
But she's well on her way. That's better than she was a kill ago, so yeah.
Absolutely.
This is could be, you know, this is what they'll write in the history books if they come back.
But here at the 21-minute mark, Baron is still on the table.
I would set up for it. I think you have your Kai'Sa online. You see 2 people bot. Your Shen can catch the wave. Yeah, keep the pressure on bot. Make them send someone to come get you. Do the Baron. Because there's no way that blue side can go up and, you know, put any vision down without getting caught. I would set up for Baron as much as I could.
Yeah, in the mid lane, there is that one little cheeky ward right around that tower that did go down, which I believe saw 2 or 3 members go
And they're
bot
starting
side,
the Baron.
and yep, and they're starting the Baron.
Anivia is probably going to TP in here, but he might elect not to because it seems like it's going to go uncontested. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any chance.
Jinx ult coming through, but just gonna hit the Kai'Sa for a little bit of damage.
Yeah, really, really nicely played here for mediocre at best. They're
and
fully in the driver's seat. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the Baron at 22 minutes wasn't as early, obviously, as the one that Lar did, but still, compared to previous games, are relatively early. And as see, Echo does get kicked back, not even able to solve as he gets bursted. So
really nice insec from Cyrus Bean. He's been playing really well.
And we got Sion out here coming in.
Crockpot with the sacrificial body block. The cage. Jinx is free hitting. This is about as good as you're gonna get.
Absolutely, but in the meantime though, the Sion, as tanky as he is, does get taken down to about a quarter health, so he does have to retreat. And even though Crockpot did sacrifice himself, he still is alive and lived through all that damage. And it looks like Lee Sin might have gotten caught out here again. Oh, the Shen ult.
Yeah, he thought he could live through the Shen ult.
Does not keep him alive.
What I like about Cyrus Bean in this situation is that he's not afraid to die for the cause. You can't be a selfish player and play Lee Sin.
Absolutely, and Echo goes in again, but again gets killed. And looks like the Sion is just being. Actually, we have the flash from the.
Wow, this is
going in.
Kai'Sa's gonna die. Jinx is gonna die.
Rest in peace, Kai. Oh,
wait.
Kai'Sa.
Oh, Kai'Sa runs it out. Wow. Yeah, just a mechanics check at this point, and I think we know which team has better form at the moment. So.
That was a whole shenanigan.
Yeah, it was such a wide split fight. I didn't want to manually take over the camera because last time I did that it didn't go so well. It was very jerky, you know. I think I gotta tune my settings there, but it was very difficult to tell what was going on because both fights were happening at the edge of the normal AI directed camera. So really just
luckily on my end I can direct my camera to see everything, and I was like switching back and forth as quickly as I could to see every action. So as you see here, the resets coming through. Mediocre at best does pick up the second Infernal Drake and fourth Drake overall. But it looks like this might be the final push for Mediocre as they're getting their resets.
I would put my Shen on the bottom side, put everyone else on the top side, and just split the map and basically run it down.
Yeah, because the item disparities between the two teams, you can pretty much bully your way in at this point, which is mighty unfortunate for MOMvsMAB. Oh, but it looks like we might have a pick coming in here on the Shen. Doesn't look like anything's gonna mount to
Shen, I was speaking of clicking on somebody. I'd love to see how much klepto gold this guy has. It doesn't tell you, does it? Hold on. Let's find out. 625 it says, and he's gotten 24 items. That's not amazing, but it's not terrible.
That's 625 gold richer than what he normally would be, I would say.
But how much health do you get from? You know, we have. Oh, come on, game.
Looks like Anivia might get caught out here as 3 people have rotated to the bottom side. They're all backing off here. To answer your question, though, Sneezes, just for my personal preference, I think the Klepto is the more aggressive playstyle that Shen went with. But I think Grasp overall is the better route because obviously scaling health-wise on a tank is.
It just does more damage too.
Oh, Echo does get taken down.
Oh, and the Zyra ult gets the 3-man knockup, but it's almost too little too late at this point. Lee's gonna go in. Nice ward hop kick. That was such a good play by Lee Sin. Yeah, they're really playing around him super well.
Lee Sin does get his GA pop. That is gonna be all she wrote for